A lot of people are asking, since a man named Kenneth Harris filed a federal trademark protection on the term tenderism in mid-November, did Walter Johnson, who made the term popular, lose it because he didn't file first? I'm going to give you 3 points that put you on the ownership level of thinking. Point 1, first come, first serve in federal trademark law is not absolute. There is what's called senior rights and prior use. Although filing gives you procedural advantages, it doesn't erase substantive ownership. What does that mean in plain language? It means filing first can shift the burden of proof to you or possibly create co-ownership issues, but it does not erase earlier rights if someone can show prior use in commerce that is acceptable. So no, it's not a legal fact that whoever files first owns it. That is simply not how trademark law works. This is exactly why trademark searches matter, but you don't want to be in a position of having to prove anything or possibly co-owning anything. Point 2, here's what most people are overlooking. The mid-November filing by Kenneth was an intent to use application, meaning he's not using the term yet in commerce, but is asking for protection now for when he does. But another application was just filed by Destination Smokehouse as an in-use application, claiming current use in the business since April 2024. For this reasons, coupled with other reasons, I don't foresee it being difficult to cancel the prior application through an opposition proceeding if it gets that far, at least not for a savvy attorney such as myself. So the question is not going to be who's the last person standing between Kenneth and Walter. It's going to be Kenneth and Destination Smokehouse, which brings me to point 3. Here's the important piece of information. According to sources, Walter Johnson became a partner in Destination Smokehouse in 2022. So while Walter may not personally end up being the owner of the trademark, if Destination Smokehouse owns it, the real question becomes this: is the partnership paperwork tight enough to protect his interests in making it viral? Because ownership doesn't just live in federal registration, it lives in operating agreements, ownership percentages, IP clauses, and assignment language. So the real legal questions are, does the term tenderism qualify for federal trademark protection by being distinctive and identifying a source of goods or services? If the answer is yes, who is the source of the goods? If Destination Smokehouse is the source and Walter is the partner that made it popular, then his protection is truly dependent upon what the paperwork says. This is why I'm the ownership attorney. I don't stop at viral conversations or isolated viewpoints to hype you up. I go deeper so you can own your gold.
I turned a coffee shop into a smokehouse in 2020. We're now Destination Smokehouse. I'm the owner and pitmaster of Destination Smokehouse.
One would like to know, or wondering, what is the dynamic at Destination Smokehouse between you and Walt?
Walt and I met when we were Destination Coffee Bar, and he came in as someone who was retired, who wanted